All right, guys, it's official. As of July 4th, you can now be a digital nomad in Costa Rica. And we're gonna get all into that in a minute, what the requirements are, what you gotta do, what you can do, what you can't do, what I think about it, all that in a minute. Hey guys, I'm Michael Lown for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, so go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to vacation of a lifetime. We're like you, having best friends who live in Costa Rica, who know Costa Rica, totally hooking up your Costa Rica vacation. Hey man, I appreciate a subscribe. And you know what even helps more? Somebody reminded me of this in the comments. I want to thank you. Engagement. If you hit the likes, on the videos and comment, that really, really does help. Now, if you want to see the videos as we put them up, you got to hit the notification bell. All right, about donations, I was just thinking about this. I was thinking, man, you know what a great time to donate is? I was thinking about 7:30, 8 in the evening, after that bottle and a half of wine is drunk, maybe that 12-pack of beer is gone, and all of a sudden you just go, man, I love that dude in Costa Rica, man. We ought to show him some love. And instead of sending the 20 bucks, you add another zero because you're just feeling so much love. I think it's great. Now, the next morning, you probably would have some reservations. Anyway, if you want to donate, go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com. On the left, there's a donate button. All right, man, so let's talk about this digital nomad thing. All right. First of all, there's probably going to be more questions and answers. Everything I say is going to be in the description, all right? So, don't get worried if you I can't keep up. What's he saying? What's that requirement? It's gonna all be in the description. You will be fine. All right, that's number one. And if you have any questions about the digital nomad category of becoming it's actually a non-resident, but kind of residency, email me and I'll get you in touch with people that can answer all your questions, just like that. No problem. All right, so if you guys have been following along with the videos, man, I'm not a fan of digital nomad, this category. I'm not going to get into it too harsh because I've already done it. And if you want to see why I don't really care for it, I'm going to put a link to that video also in the description so you can see my issues I have with it. So I'm not a fan at all, but I do understand why a couple maybe categories of people would be interested in going ahead and filing or trying to get the digital nomad residency. So I think one type of person or family would be people that have really kind of never been to Costa Rica. They live very far away. They don't know much about Costa Rica, and they're just kind of thinking, hey man, we're going to be in another country. We need to do this right. We need to do it right. I don't know if we can trust this Michael guy. I don't want to be stressed. Maybe they come and they tell us we have to leave the country. So I understand that way of thinking. I really, really do. You're from, let's say, Germany. You've never really been here, but you read about it. Maybe you've seen some videos. You want to be here. And you're not sure, you don't know, the ins and outs of, living here. So I can totally see why you want to be legit, we'll say. Okay, so I totally understand that. The other group of people that I can also understand is they don't want to leave Costa Rica every 3 months. All right, they don't want to leave every 3 months. So I kind of get that. I kind of get that one. The first one I really get, but I can understand some people don't really want to leave. They don't think that's convenient. Other than that, I don't know. All right, but I'm talking to the people that are seriously thinking about getting the digital nomad category. All right, so what kind of the categories are to do the whole digital nomad? So we got things like programming, digital marketing, graphic design, writing, editing, skills, creative skills, organization, planning, architecture, related skills. So things on the internet. Now, just because you do work on the internet doesn't mean it's going to go under the category, fit under the category of digital nomad. So I'd be careful if you're thinking, well, I'll file under this digital nomad, but I'm going to trade cryptocurrency. I'm not sure if I'd tell them that. I'd probably say I'm a graphic designer. I'm just throwing that out there. So, but you know, it's kind of the basic stuff that people do. I think of a digital nomad as anybody that can do their job on a computer from anywhere in the world. That's what I think it is. But I guess you kind of got to be careful maybe when you put this application in what exactly you say, you know, what you do is. So I'd keep it pretty basic if you can. Now, this isn't a real, it's not, you're not a resident here. It's kind of a non-resident category. It's called the Digital Nomad Visa. Now, this does include a spouse and children under 25, all right? So you can bring your peeps, you can bring your peeps. It's good for 1 year, all right? Good for 1 year, but it can be extended if you stayed in Costa Rica at least 180 days the first year. Now, that makes freaking no sense to me. If you're coming down here and you're going to go all through this filing process and do all this proof you need to do, and you're only going to be down here about 6 months out of the year, you're a dumbass. So don't do that. So I'm assuming if you're going to be here, you're going to be here probably for the year. So anyway, it can be extended for another year. Okay. Now, a couple good things about it is, and this is kind of good, you know, you can open a bank, you can open bank accounts here under this category, this digital nomad thing. So that's good. It's also not, you're not subject to any local income taxes because you're not making money inside of Costa Rica. All your money is coming from outside of Costa Rica, not inside. So you don't have to pay any income taxes that way, local income taxes. Okay, some other things. Now, these next couple things I'm going to tell you, they might, wow, I mean, I can't even read my own writing. How bad is that? So these next couple could have addendums to them made, so there could be some regulations on this by the respective governments that these fall under. So you'll be able to bring anything that pertains to your, you know, your computer and tech stuff or the stuff you're doing to work on the internet to be a digital nomad. All that stuff will be exempt from any import taxes, okay? So again, there might be some other details coming out about that, but that's the general idea. You'll also be able to bring 2 land, sea, or air vehicles. Used, and it can be used by the person actually that's filing for digital nomad. It can be used by the spouse or partner or the dependents. So I'm not sure why you'd really do that. You know, I don't know, maybe you sell your car after you're done or something, but that just, I mean, just for a year, by the time you get down here, the year is up pretty much. But anyway, those will be tax exempt as well. All right. Again, there could be some other details, minor details on this that come out a little bit later. You can also drive in Costa Rica with your home country's driver's license. So you don't have to get a Costa Rica driver's license and go through all that, all right? Now, what are the requirements to fit under this category? You're going to have to show original bank statements along with an affidavit presented as proof of a consistent salary of a minimum of $3,000 the previous year. So the previous year, you brought in $3,000 or more a month, and you got to prove that. Now, if you're bringing your spouse, you're bringing your dependents, that ups to, you have to prove $4,000, and the $4,000 can be mixed with your spouse. You understand? So if it's just you, you got to prove the previous year before you're coming to Costa Rica that you were making at least $3,000 a year, and show, I guess, an affidavit, or maybe it's notarized or whatever. Again, these are some questions that I can get you the answers to. So, but if you're bringing your family, it's got to be $4,000. And again, that can be, you can prove your $3,000, and maybe your spouse can prove, you know, $1,500 or whatever. So it works like that. All right. All right, to keep in mind, you can't, once you're down here, you can't, it's not like you can enter the local job market. You can't work for anything, you can't work for any Costa Rica company, all right? So you're working for somebody outside the Costa Rica. So just make sure that's clear. Also, just because you do this, so you become, you make it, and you're a digital nomad. Now remember, it's a non-residency category. You're not really a resident. So let's say you stay down here for 2 years under that category. It's not like you can go, well, I'm gonna switch over to these other residency categories. It doesn't work like that. It's gonna be a whole nother process, a whole nother thing with all completely different requirements. So I guess that's it, you know. So that's the basic. Again, all this stuff is going to be in the description written up. And again, questions, just write me and I'll get those answered for you in this probably the same day you ask them, because no matter what I say, there's always going to be questions to stuff like this. Now, if you're like, well, Michael, why don't you watch the video of what my issues are with this? If you need me to talk you out of this, you can message me personally, and I can give you some other reasons why you probably shouldn't go this route. But again, I really, really do understand why people that just have, they want to be safe, they want to be legit, they don't want to worry why they're here, they don't want to be pulled over while they're driving around, and maybe you think some police officer is going to say, oh my God, you need to, we're going to, get rid of you, you're on the next plane out of here. That wouldn't happen, by the way, but. So I totally understand that group of people. So anyway, that's it. It's official. You can do that now, and that's it, man. Happy, I don't know when this is going up, Friday or Saturday. Let me know what you think in the comments. Always appreciate it. If I missed something, please put it in there. I love you guys that can, that give that good feedback and a good perspective on things. And maybe you heard something about this that I didn't hit on here. So anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Hey, man, things are going to pop up. And if you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, you should always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm thinking our videos, man. All right, man. Remember, drink that wine tonight. Donate.